Hi and welcome to this quiz. I'm Ben, your host. This quiz is 75 mixed general knowledge questions to test your level. If you can score 40 to 50, that's about average. 50 to 60, you're doing good. 60 to 70, well, that's a great score. But if you can score 70 or more, then you are in the top 5%. They're 1 point for each correct answer. I wish you the best of luck. Let's play. What do whale sharks mainly feed on? Plankton, seals or penguins? The answer is plankton. Where on Earth are most jungles found? In the Northern Hemisphere, in temperate zones or near the equator? The answer, near the equator. The yin and yang symbol of South Korea's flag is which colours? Black and white, red and blue, or green and black? It is red and blue. Glass frogs evolved transparent skin for what purpose? Waterproofing, camouflage, or to attract a mate? It's for camouflage. The symbol for nitrogen on the periodic table is N, NN or Na. It is N. How old was Tutankhamun when he became king? Was he 9, 14 or 19? He was 9. Tempera and acrylic are types of what? Paint, pastels or pencils? They are types of paint. The sinoatrial node is located in which part of the body? The liver, the heart or the brain? That's found in the heart. Which is an example of a producer in the food chain? A grasshopper, a frog or grass? The correct choice there is grass. What is a structure that carries water over long distances? Is that a canal, a dam or an aqueduct? That is an aqueduct. Which Spanish artist painted Persistence of Memory? Was that Dali, El Greco or Goya? That was Dali. The Sumerians were based in which modern day country? Mongolia, Mexico or Iraq? They were in what's now part of Iraq. Around which celebration is the Earth farthest from the Sun? Halloween, Christmas Day or Independence Day in the US? The answer, around Independence Day. What is cerumen a medical term for? Blood, earwax or saliva? That is earwax. What is the name of the spinning device atop a building that shows the wind's direction? Is that a windsock, a weather vane or a wind compass? That is a weather vane. The Ptolemaic rulers ruled which ancient place? Persia, Egypt or China? They ruled Egypt. Which of these are known carriers of rabies? Raccoons, rattlesnakes or parrots? The answer, raccoons. What nationality was Swan Lake composer Pyotr Tchaikovsky? German, Austrian or Russian? He was Russian. Which of these can be bioluminescent? A jellyfish, humpback whale or stingray? The answer, a jellyfish. What is matter that doesn't allow light to pass through called? Transparent, translucent or opaque? That is opaque. What does meditation do for the mind? Confuses it, calms it or stresses it? The answer, it calms it. Where was Silvio Berlusconi the Prime Minister of? France, Italy or Spain? The answer, Italy. What was the original name of Canada's capital? Bytown, Jamestown or New Amsterdam? It was Bytown. What are cucumbers? Are they fruits, flowers or vegetables? They are fruits. What shape is a Komodo dragon's tongue? Is it forked, flat or round? It is forked. Name the Chilean island, also known as Rapa Nui, famous for its giant stone statues. Is that Christmas, Easter or Halloween Island? That is Easter Island. Which of these is a mollusk? Coral, an octopus or a sea cucumber? The answer, an octopus. What ocean is on Peru's western shore? The Atlantic, Pacific or Indian? It is the Pacific. What is the sweetest type of champagne? Doux, Brut or Extra Brut? The answer, Doux. By earliest physical evidence, how long have humans been eating bread? Over 14,000 years, about 2,500 years, or less than 300? The answer, over 14,000. Which branch of science deals with fossils? Geology, archaeology, or paleontology? The answer, paleontology. Which of these terms describes difficulty with swallowing? Dyspnea, dyslexia, or dysphagia? The answer, dysphagia. Which device is fitted to a motor vehicle in order to reduce toxic emissions? A turbocharger, catalytic converter, or a muffler? The answer is catalytic converter. Which of the following was originally a Czech peasant dance? Polka, waltz, or tango? The answer, polka. What is the capital of the South American country, Suriname? Georgetown, Brasilia, or Paramaribo? The answer is Paramaribo. What's the term for a large region that is higher than the surrounding area and relatively flat? A plateau, tundra, or savanna? The answer, a plateau. Which is another name sometimes used for a cougar? Puma, bobcat, or lynx? The answer, puma. Where can you find the Denali National Park and Preserve? Greenland, Alaska, or Canada? That's in Alaska. Who became the president of the Russian Federation in 1991? Boris Yeltsin, Mikhail Gorbachev, or Vladimir Putin? That was Yeltsin. Hypericum perforatum is commonly known as St. John's what? Bush, wart, or flower? That is St. John's wort. What is the effect of light reflecting off a surface with rainbow-like brightness called? Iridescence, phosphorescence, or fluorescence? That is iridescence. Antares is one of the largest known what in the Milky Way galaxy? Planets, moons, or stars? It's one of the largest stars. What is compressed moss that turns blackish brown called? Is that charcoal, coal oil, or peat? That is peat. Diego Rivera is best known as which? A sculptor, architect, or painter? The answer, a painter. What is a group of chimps called? Is it an army, a congress, or a troop? It is a troop. What is the name of the surgical procedure that causes male sterilisation? A vasectomy, nephrectomy, or appendectomy? And give yourself a bonus point if you know what either of the others are for. The answer is vasectomy. Where is the Anne Frank house located? In Amsterdam, Paris, or in Berlin? It's in Amsterdam. Which of the following conditions can be triggered by an allergic reaction? Anaphylaxis, pneumonia, or diabetes? The answer, anaphylaxis. What was the name of Zambia before becoming independent in 1964? Was it Zaire, Northern Rhodesia, or Zanzibar? It was Northern Rhodesia. What type of fat is used in a chiffon cake? Is it butter, oil, or lard? It is oil. Which of these foods is native to India? Corn, black pepper, or avocado? The answer, black pepper. Scientists believe that the earliest birds are descended from what animal group? Dinosaurs, amphibians, or mammals? The answer, dinosaurs. What is the capital of Lithuania and the most populous city in the Baltic states? Helsinki, Minsk, or Vilnius? It is Vilnius. How many sovereign states in Europe have English as their sole official language? None, 1, or 3? This is a tough question, but a good bit of trivia for you. The correct answer is none. From where does 90% of the water vapour in the air come? Oceans, ice caps, or lakes? The answer, oceans. The leaves of which tree are the primary food for koalas? Eucalyptus, acacia, or maple? The answer, eucalyptus. What is the science of raising plants and/or animals for useful products called? Is that botany, agriculture, or biology? The answer is agriculture. Where do spider monkeys sleep? Do they sleep in trees, ground nests, or in burrows? The The answer, in trees. Which has a second social stomach to store and share food with others in its colony? Bees, meerkats or ants? That one is ants. For most of history, what modern country was known as Anatolia? Turkey, Iraq or Tunisia? That was Turkey. Bengali or Bangla is the official language in which country? Cambodia, Nepal or Bangladesh? That's the official language of Bangladesh. Which country had the punt as its currency before the euro? Italy, Portugal or Ireland? That was the currency of Ireland. Our solar system is located in which part of the Milky Way galaxy? The Orion Arm, the Galactic Bulge or the Oort Cloud? The answer, the Orion Arm. Which part of the human eye is stored in an eye bank? The retina, cornea or iris? The answer, the cornea. Which of the following groups are considered micronutrients? Fats and oils, vitamins and minerals, or carbohydrates and proteins? The correct pair there, vitamins and minerals. What does the APGAR score relate to? Newborn health, vision quality, or blood pressure? That relates to newborn health. Which country runs along the entire length of Argentina's western border? Uruguay, Chile or Brazil? The answer is Chile. What is another name for the chrysalis stage of the butterfly? Cocoon, pupa or larva? It is pupa. Why is saffron the most expensive spice? Because it's labour intensive to harvest, it only grows in mountains, or it only grows in one country? The correct one, it's labour intensive to harvest. What are the cold remains of a white dwarf called after all its thermal energy has been exhausted? A neutron star, a black hole, or a black dwarf? That is a black dwarf. Who overthrew the Titans in Greek mythology? The Olympians, the Gorgons, or the Persians? The answer is the Olympians. Which vitamin that's good for vision can carotenoids be converted into in the body? Vitamin D, C or A? That is vitamin A. Which is the main substance used to make a crayon? Wax, oil or resin? The answer is wax. Where are palisade cells found? Plant leaves, monasteries or prisons? They are found in plant leaves. All's Well That Ends Well is a work by which playwright? Thomas Hardy, Victor Hugo or William Shakespeare? That's by William Shakespeare. So, how did you do? Average, good, great, or top 5%? I hope you smashed it. Thanks for playing. Let me know how you got on in the comments down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again on another quiz.